Subculture. When I think of subculture, it takes me back to my youth. The first time I set eyes upon the game, I must have been 11. It came in one of those prepaid Game of the Month club discs. They usually had one good game and a bunch of crappy demos and shareware. Usually the games weren't even all that good, but some were great. I remember playing The African Trail, Descent 2, Blades of Exile, Seven Kingdoms, and The Curse of Monkey Island, just to name a few. Subculture was developed by Criterion Studios. At the time they had only developed one other game, Scorched Planet. I never even played Scorched Planet. Criterion went on to do great things, developing the Renderer platform and the Burnout series. Of course, this brings us all the way back to subculture. What is it? This is Subculture, a small game released by Criterion back in 1997. Subculture is a game about marine scavenging. As you can see, you play a submarine controlled by a three-fingered alien being. You start the game here at Toka Reef. When you enter the Toka Reef docking station, you can choose to accept the first mission of the game. Here, you are asked to scavenge thorium and take it to the Brotherhood's refinery in the northwest. The backstory in Subculture is pretty well written and quite complex, and the game features several different factions. They can be both friendly and aggressive. Thorium is used to generate oxygen, and the Boheen, the free market society of this game, are seeking it to continue their war with the fascist Procha. These graphics may be bad by modern standards, but in 1997 this was one of the best looking games for the PC, with high quality shadow effects and light beams. Now, trying to find these crystals is a bit hard. They spawn randomly. Strangely enough, the AI in this game is quite complex. Fish will tend to attack each other, and if you get in their way, they'll also attack you. Picking up these crystals tend to be difficult. You have to shoot them with an electric beam by pressing space, and then pick them up with a sucker device attached to the bottom of the ship. You have to be directly above the shards and press control. There is very little room for error, and I'm not very good at it. The 6-way control system makes this a little harder than it has to be.
That's enough ore to trade with. Head for the refinery.
Now that we have enough thorium, we head for the refinery, where we get very good prices when compared to the rest of the locations we can sell it at. As you can see, the ocean surface looks very pretty in this game. The only major complaint would be the large blue mist, which blocks your view in a lot of situations. We are passing by Alcatraz. Of Alcatraz, it's a prison that's featured in the game in several key missions. A very cool feature of this game is the amazing economic system. Item value fluctuates, and buying and reselling is an easy game tactic. Of course, the whole goal of the game is to make money. I forget which way to go. Oh yeah. Pieces of metal, like bottle caps and coins, can be picked up and sold. To get to the refineries, we have to go through a minefield, which are rather easy to traverse, as the mines only explode when you hit them. The first time you visit the refinery, a pirate will be waiting for you. With your weak electroshock weapon, these can be a nuisance if you're facing more than one, but they go down with only a couple of shots of blast, despite being a little hard to target. Now, we'll go ahead and buy and sell. I'm going to go ahead and save the game here, since it's a good place to do so. to show you the scope of the Brotherhood's refinery, as it's a very large building. Now I'm going to head to the Prochervakella station to buy a magnet. Magnets are very useful for, as I said before, picking up metal pieces. You can also pick up clams. Let me get that through. And open them up to achieve pearls from them, which also have value in the game. Now, as I head towards the station, I'm going to notice that there are some metal pieces around it, which means it's probably a very good place to show you how exactly this magnet works. Now, as we dock at the station, we'll be ending the first part of this mission, choosing the fascist Procha Empire versus the Boheme, and that will affect both our reputations. The mailbox system provides a lot of witty stories and just general flavor to the game lore. I clearly have enough money to buy the magnet, so I'm going to equip it. The station within has all the equipment to equip items on your ship. The stations also will protect themselves if any marine line ventures too close, including these large sea turtles, like the one that just exploded there. Now, the magnetic pickup system is a bit easier to use, but still, you might have a hard time. It's not exactly simple. You have to get close enough and actually hit the metal piece with the magnet picker-up system. Once you hook a piece of metal, this blade zooms out and your ship is weighed down, and you pretty much have to fight with the controls, which are kind of slow and sluggish just because of the weight. Fighting a pirate in this situation would probably pretty much kill you, so it's not a bad idea to drop it if a pirate appears. Hopefully you are close enough to a drop-off point. They only exist near cities. I'm going to show you one of these now, once I get over this stupid docking port. There's one, okay. You pretty much just drop your metal in there and press Y. Once you do drop the metal off, you receive the item in your inventory. I think this is a good place to stop and save. So, I'm just gonna go over and dock. Now, Subculture is a really interesting simulation of underwater travel and scavenging. It's a real lost gem of the 90s. And as I continue to play it, I hope you consider playing some of the lost gems of your youth.